All right. So today is day one. It's day one of something that I made the fuck up, and it's basically me journaling 1,000 days. Cause this is how I feel. I feel that I am about 1,000 days away from my goal, which is a little less than 3 years. But I think that the return on investment as to what I've been doing is gonna yield me about $1 million. And even with just that belief, I think having that mindset where I break it into days, where it's all right, cool. 1,000 days, each day is worth $1,000, and I'm going to behave as such. And even if I don't get the $1 million at the end of this 1,000 days, because I've been behaving as if each day is worth $1,000, my time, this 24-hour span, is worth $1,000, and my payout will be at the end, which is in 1,000 days from today, which is January 17th, 2026. I know for a fact I will be in a much further and better position when those 1,000 days are up, whether I achieve my $1 million or not. And my avenue with this is track and field. I've been running track now as an adult, been teaching myself how to do it for coming up about 9-ish months. So I feel like I'm at a spot right now where I have a routine, I have blogs, I have all the assets, I have all the equipment. I have all the equipment I need. So I have the equipment, I have the plan in the weight room. I have my recovery plans. It's important, right, to have the plan, but it's also important to make it repeatable, where it's like, okay, I can do this weekly. I've put together a couple good weeks, so I'm like, all right, I know for a fact I can go on the track, get better, I can go in the gym, get stronger, and then I can go outside and recover. I can go in the sauna, I can do stretching exercises, I can do movement and mobility, and I can scale this. So this is why I started this today, because I'm like, all right, I figured it out. Now it's time to put this in action. It took me at least, I would say, I think around 750 days to figure it out. So I spent a good part of 2 years just figuring out, how am I going to be great at something? What am I going to be great at? But, I was working on myself, figuring myself out for those 2 years. Now I have the plan, I have the course of action, and it's easy for me. I mean, I wake up every day ready to rock and roll. It's not something I don't want to do. I don't have to have discipline, this, that, and the third. It's just ingrained in me at this point. I love doing this. I wake up, I want to do it. I just got out of the hospital literally 3 days ago. With back spasms, terrible muscle spasms, I had them for hours and hours and hours. They're just basically a cramp that locks up for hours. And it was in my back, and I couldn't even stand up straight. 72 hours later, I just left the track. Didn't do much, but I had a nice little warm-up session where I did some hip mobility, and I feel good. Upright, moving well. Didn't push it, didn't break a sweat, but it feels good on day one. Day one feels good. And I'm just gonna keep this going. And hopefully, as I get closer, my life's probably gonna get worse before it gets better again. That's just how shit goes for me. But I have such a spirit that cannot be broken. It is what it is. I'm gonna bounce back from whatever. I'm not fazed by much. So, all right, I think that's it for day one. I'm gonna check in for day two. Well, I'm about to, before I leave this, every day I'll be telling what I've done or what I'm doing in the day, because I might do it and make these videos in the morning, in the afternoon, just whenever I have time. And I'm not releasing this shit in due time. I'm releasing this shit at the very end, so I have no worries that nobody gonna hear this shit today. Nobody gonna hear this shit for months. So I'm very relaxed talking because it's like nobody gonna hear this shit, and I'll be a different person. I'll be much more mature when it's released. So but yeah, I'll be detailing what I do for my goal that day. So went to the track today, did hip mobility exercises with hurdles and some warm-up exercises, and I'm about to go to the gym and do some back loosening exercises with the cables, and do some exercises to loosen up my joints, specifically elbows and knees. I don't work lower body and upper body separately anymore. I make sure that if I work my elbows, I work my knees. They are very connected, and that connection is what keeps your spine aligned. I noticed that through mistakes of fucking up my spine. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll check in tomorrow. These videos should get shorter and shorter and more concise as I'll yap a little bit less.